Hey, everybody, welcome to Noir Bar. I'm Polly. And come on in, take a seat. And joining me this evening is Farzusmi. Far, how are you doing?
Hello.
Well, hello
I'm
to you
good.
too. Yeah, yeah. And joining us, uncharacteristically but awesomely, is Far's girlfriend, Platty. Platty, how the fuck are you doing?
I'm okay. It's been a while.
Wait,
It's been a long
when
time
was...
since I've done. I've never been on Noir Bar before, but it's been a long time since I've done a lot of streaming.
Weren't you here for my birthday?
Not
No,
on, I don't
I
think.
wasn't on. I probably harassed you in chat, but that was about it.
Oh, I thought you actually came on the stream.
Nah.
Oh, right. Let me kick the band in the ass. I'm not playing music yet, miserable bastards. Overpaid sons of bitches that they are. There we
Yeah,
go.
it's like they missed an entire time last time.
so somebody was listening to Noir Bar after the fact.
Oh yeah, and she does.
Yeah.
Already fucked up. Oh well.
You did.
Glad he does. Doesn't matter. At this
doesn't
point,
matter.
doesn't fucking matter.
It really doesn't.
Well, let me tell you something. You're gonna dox Platty, Beatrice. We're gonna dox you too.
Yeah, my name is Charlie Beatrice. It's
God damn it!
Not already out there. That's not.
Thank you, Unholy
Not
Reaper, for the. Thank you, Unholy Reaper, for the $25. I forgot to turn on the Noir Bar pop-ups, so we just had Batman with a chest of money in the middle of Noir Bar. Oops.
Nice.
Thank you, Unholy Reaper. It's been
Batman.
a shit last few days, Barkeep. Make it a triple and keep them coming. I think we should make it a rule that like doubles one at a time. I'm not serving anybody triples that over and over again. Nah, fuck it. We're already breaking the law. Yeah, triple, it's fine. Now, but let me go turn on the period correct pop-ups instead of having Batman with a chest full of money. Oops.
Yeah, that might help.
Yeah, well.
I mean, he's keeping them coming, so.
Yeah. And the person on Holy Reaper's drinking triples. It's not like they're gonna notice. You know what I mean?
Also, the chat broke.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
So,
that
yeah.
I can fix quickly. Hold on. Let me just...
How are you doing? Far. That's the right thing, right? Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up, B?
Oh my. You're really sticking with Beatrice, aren't you?
Yes. Well, we can
I
call you
got
by
a
your middle
period-
name, Beatrice Gertrude. It's
Jesus.
There's the Gertrude.
Yeah, there's the Gertrude.
For those of you who want to know, her name is Beatrice Gertrude Chastity Smith. Doxed.
Yes, sure. Right. That is my name.
I love that she is Smith.
Hey, it's very common.
It is an extremely common last name.
Yeah. Isn't it like
What the
the
hell?
most common one?
It's like one of the
In
most.
English,
Yeah.
anyway?
Oops. I hit the wrong
I thought it
button
was
and
like-
just subscribed to my own channel.
Nice.
I hit...
You can subscribe to your own channel? Really?
Polydub Live just subscribed.
No one named John donated $74. I'm hitting the wrong buttons. Just ignore these things that are happening. Okay,
Thank you, Polydub, for subscribing to the channel. We hope you stick around.
for God's sake, man. It's 1942. This is the time of boomers, all right? It's period correct. Leave it alone. Let it go.
Are you a fucking boomer, Polly? Is that why this is all happening?
God damn it, you fucking boomer.
Holy Christ. All right. There they... Wait a minute. That's not right.
What have you done now?
You know what's going on right now, chat? Just so you know, it's like, I'm... Okay.
It's because I rushed you.
No, it's not because you rushed me. It's because I'm a boomer and I'm operating with substandard tech. I'm running two laptops right now. One has some of the stuff on it that I'm running, and another one has the rest of the stuff on it. And this is how I run Comic Book Curation and Noir Bar, because no one laptop can handle all of the demands on its system resources, so I split it across two. So I got two laptops in front of me, and I'm trying to, so... And you wonder why I bug people for my potato fund. This is why! It's...
Oh, Platty. Evolved Potato is asking, do you have a link that you'd like him to shill?
Good question.
I do not, because I do not do anything online anymore.
So we just
So no.
Evolved Potato is
So-
awesome and always shows our links in chat, and it is
I
always greatly
appreciate it,
appreciated. So my Streamlabs is there, and Far's merch store is there, and Far's contact links, including her Twitter for channel art and avatar art and all that good stuff, is in the description. And she's just at
Yeah,
Farzusme,
thank
are you not?
Yeah, I'm just at Farzusme.
There you go.
Yeah.
And
I'm
and,
the only
Evolved
person to
Potato
use
can
So it's fine.
actually
Yeah.
Chaos Eve is in chat, and that's an example of Far's awesome avatar art. And Evolved Potato's avatar is also another example of Far's avatar.
And if you were to look at Platy's avatar, that is also me.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. See? And the
She took a example from the real thing.
Yeah. What, the platypus or your face?
My face. Also my boobs.
damn. And Frank, thank you for the $3. How's your PC build coming? Well, it's interesting you ask. It's coming along very nicely.
Is it? You haven't shared with me any of this.
Well,
Have
you know-
just been talking to Hammer.
Hammer's extremely helpful, okay? I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, am I not helpful either? What? Fuck you.
Well, he
Wow, you've insulted her.
Hammer was impressed with your CPU selection.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's good. That's something. And the why is Chaos Eve crying you don't love me anymore? Who doesn't love Chaos Eve?
I don't know.
Okay, I got
think
35
she's
things
okay.
going on in my head here that I'm trying to talk about at one time. Okay, so how's it going? It's going well. I did not know 1 week ago what a AMD Ryzen 7 was. I had no idea. And now that I'm able to select the particular 8-core model and why, and I know why gigahertz are important and why for more cores versus higher gigahertz is more important for a workstation than a gaming PC. See, I'm able to make an informed choice now. You see what I'm saying? And a week ago, I couldn't have done any of that. Next step, motherboards. I don't know shit about what I'm selecting with motherboards other than that I want sockets for M2 memory because Hammer's convinced me of the sharpness of that choice. So you know,
no, M.2 is the shit.
yeah. So I'm learning a lot and things are going fast. And I just learned about case sizes and that's your case size, your motherboard choice is determinative of your the kind of case you need to go with because there's a given footprint for motherboards that you need to account for. And so I'm learning that the PC build, Frank, is to answer your question, is coming along nicely as I'm selecting stuff and picking stuff. And Hammer's been incredibly helpful along with a video card that I'm so excited about. And things are coming along very, very nicely. So
Speaking of computer, I sent you my tower in the side chat.
What?
I know it's a terrible time to try to open it, but
Oh, you sent me a picture of your tower?
no, I sent you the link to my tower.
Oh, I see. Okay. So yeah, I don't know why we're talking about this stuff. There are no computers in 1942 that aren't like large calculator machines, you know, with the handle you pull down on the side, you know?
There ain't no big dick computers here.
That's right.
I wanted to get that on air.
Actually,
Big dick computers.
have a good night, Eve. I think she's off to bed.
Good night, Eve.
Wish she should be at this time. My God.
Mm-hmm.
You should.
Normally, I'm never on because I'm going to bed. So this is why I am here now.
I do
For
see
the moment.
Kung Fu Joe makes a good point. A lot of PC components are made in China, so be fast. Yeah.
Yes. Like there are a ton. Like the PC component market, like I've always said, is super volatile. The price changes so frequently, so often.
I remember when I first started this thing, like Hammer was showing me some stuff on Newegg, like, I don't know, a year ago or more. And it was bundles, everything but video card, everything but CPU. Do you know what I mean? And I was like, I'm poking around on Newegg going, okay, so I got my CPU picked out. So I need to go get one of those bundles. And then I get a hold of Hammer by Twitter DMs, and I'm like, yo, what's up, dude? I can't find these things you're saying. He goes, yeah, they don't do that anymore. And I was like,
No.
yeah. Which is too bad, because that would have made my life a lot easier. But all right, here we go. Maybe you're not the only time traveler here, Frank says. Well, let me tell you something about time travelers here. I'm just gonna share my screen so the
Oh, yeah, okay. Get into the shit posty tweet.
Oh boy.
Share. There you guys are.
Oh my god.
Yeah, oh yeah, you might have to select him.
Okay.
Yeah,
I forget that it does the infinite.
Yeah.
Yeah, ignore. You're gonna have to focus on the left-hand side. There's no way
It's just a side effect of time travel, buddy. Don't worry about it.
Look at this, chat. Proof of time travel. 13-year-old Natalie Portman traveled from the past to pretend to be Finn Wolfhard. This is clearly the same person.
I refuse to believe that's his real last name.
I
Wolfhard.
know.
Wolfhard.
I hear you.
Wolfhard.
I hear you.
That
this
sounds like a porn star name.
For those of you who don't know, the Natalie Portman on the right is currently masquerading under the name of Finn Wolfhard and recently starred in Stranger Things. And that is Natalie Portman on the left, as she appeared when she was 13 years old back in the day. This is clearly the same person and proof of time travel. You guys think I'm lying when I say, well, you walk through the door and you travel back to 1942? No. See, here's proof you can do it. I mean, tell me this isn't the same fucking person, seriously.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Creepy.
And
Spoopy.
And they have completely different bone structure? No. Well, okay, look. They may not look exactly alike, but that is clearly a woman on the right. I mean, that much is certain. Wolfhard too, Wolfhard.
Nice. Wolfhard too. Wolfhard.
Thank you, X-Bubba Hotep, for the $5. So how long is Far Bar running these days? How is the Far Bar ruining these days? Running. So how's the Far Bar running these days, Far, after you stole my fucking
Oh, it's doing
lease
very
agreement?
well. Very, very well.
Look, she brought her girlfriend on too.
Yes, that is how well it's doing.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is awful. Not only you stole the lease to my bar, you're also inviting friends and family over. This is just...
Yes.
What? Is there a problem with that?
I will
you already get Dad Zeus me brand. Come on.
Good point. I will tell you one thing. If you notice the cute girl on the right's nose versus the cute girl on the left's nose, one of them is about to have a nose job. Can you guess which one? Look at Natalie Portman before her nose job. Why did she ruin her face? You should see her now. It's just... That picture of Natalie Portman on the left was actually from my Hottest Women in the MCU video. When I had a picture of Natalie Portman before and after her nose job, like her as she appears as Foster in Thor, the Thor films in general, and then as she, like, before her nose job, and same thing with what's her name, Scarlett Johansson, before and after her nose job. And it's like, what is it with women completely changing the look of their face by getting nose jobs, and a lot of the time not looking better afterwards? What the hell? Leave your fucking faces alone, ladies.
Yeah, I wouldn't have a clue.
Ugh. There we go. All right. So where? So yeah, where to start?
Where to start? Did you have articles?
I do have articles. Let me do you want to know? You want to know why I like 1942 so much?
Why?
It's the booze, isn't it?
Well, cheap booze are everywhere. It's true, but they're lower quality booze. I don't know if you guys knew that back in the day. Woo, damn. Bathtub gin's a bitch. That's why we only serve high quality Dad Zeus me liquor here. So here,
It's just
look.
a step up from the bathtub.
Here, look.
Oh god.
Oh God, no.
Oh,
I
I've
saw
seen
this
these
on
around.
Yeah. This is
hell.
this is 2020 fashion, guys. This is why 1942 is a good time to go hang out in.
Please. Stop.
Thank you, Evolved Potato, for the $1. Have you told Far about the renovations to her bar with the private room yet? You lizard person!
Wait, what?
Never mind.
Those are illegal renovations, dude.
They won't be after I get the lease back. Gertrude.
You're never getting the lease back now, fucker.
So yeah, you're never going to see someone walking around like this in 1942, and if you did, they'd be...
No, hey, you're never going to see someone walk down the street in 2020 with these either.
Well,
on a runway, that's one thing.
Look,
But
here's someone
street,
else. I mean...
This is obviously like a fashion show. Like, yeah, it looks fucking retarded. But this is a fashion show. You kind of expect that.
Yeah, well, Raymond Lewis brings up that they kind of look like 1980s. It is. It kind of...
Yeah, like the extreme side of the 1980s.
Oh, nice. Unholy Reaper, thank you for the $5. I'll take Polly over Far, because at least he can talk guns, and he knows good liquor. Both excellent reasons to have the lease returned to me.
I'm so hurt. I am so fucking hurt. Wow.
Look, I'm gonna work hard to fix the inability to talk guns. Don't worry about that.
Jesus.
Well, you know what? Hold on. One
Can I
final reminder. Just look from behind.
What's it?
I said, look from behind.
Why? Oh my
Why is there
God.
a guy in a sweater dress?
Why?
You know what kills me about these is like not only did they make the coats incredibly short, they also made the sleeves incredibly long. This man appears to have no hands.
Yeah.
These fashion shows, they never go anywhere. This is just
like, okay, the only way that these could possibly work is if you just say it's wearable art, because wearable art is fucking weird as shit. Okay.
You're right. You're right.
But wearable art is its own thing entirely. You don't claim that's fashion.
No.
At all. Like my nana, she did wearable art stuff, right? And some of it was so fucking weird that it's like, yeah, you're not gonna wear that at any other time of the year, except when the one time it's gonna be on display.
Those images are kind of
big. But that's kind of the thing here, though. They're claiming that this is fashion, when obviously, no, it's just people sitting down and going, what crazy shit can we make models wear today? I know, inflatable pants.
Well, yeah, I mean, I saw people compare it to like Aladdin's pants on, and
oh yeah, no, I've seen
was
that.
it Frosted Glass mentions
I even
that.
thought that at first.
Like
when I first saw that, you think Aladdin's pants.
But except they're inflatable latex as opposed to flowing fabric.
Yeah, yeah, except that. But it's like it's as if someone's just seen the animated version of Aladdin, right?
Right.
And they've ignored that would be a cloth.
Yes.
And they've tried to make it real life.
Somebody had like extra latex fabric in patterns, saw Aladdin, and went, I have no other better ideas. I'm going to pretend that this is high fashion. That's what I see going on here.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what it sounded like, these people walking? It would be like two balloons rubbing against each other.
Yeah, right. Like, yeah, I can imagine that. But no, that's kind of my point, though. It's like, if they claimed this was just wearable art, it'd be nothing. But it's the fact it's fashion. They're claiming that this is fashionable and shit. It's like, fuck off.
No, it's not.
Fuck off, really.
So, Unholy Reaper brought up firearms, and we actually have a bunch of firearms picks that we are going to go over today for the fun of being assholes. But I think we're going to do a different article first.
Oh, you collected that? You collected firearm shit?
Yes.
Is that what you were doing?
When? Like 2 weeks ago when I did it? Yes.
Oh, you've had this ready to go. Holy
I have.
crap.
Frank, thank you for the $1. Those legs are so you can hide your Smith & Wesson 500 ankle holster. What you mean, like the 20 of them that you're carrying? I mean, look at the size of those fucking legs. Let me minimize
them
this stuff off the
legs.
screen.
Look at them.
Jesus, it's just terrible.
It's
No,
so
it
bad.
is. Oh, is this what we're doing?
I actually wanted. Oh, Far, I showed you this last time, but nobody else got to see it, and I was angered that nobody else got to see it, that I forgot to do it. Do you remember? So
Okay.
Harvey Weinstein has been convicted of some of the charges that he's up against, right?
Yeah.
Did anyone get a look at what the jury foreman looked like, other than Far?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You showed me. Yeah.
Let's
Laddie,
look
did
at the
you see?
jury foreman.
What is this? What?
That is the jury foreman from the Harvey Weinstein case.
That's him.
Oh my gosh.
And he says he's happy with the verdict. He's
It looks like he's happy all the fucking time.
Yeah, I know, right?
this
He looks like he's
asshole
just a jolly,
just showed up for
jolly guy.
jury duty. And not just jury duty, but to lead the jury. And he was dressed like this and okay with that. Can you imagine being Harvey Weinstein, sitting at the defense table, looking over at the jury foreman, and it's like, that guy? I used to run Hollywood, and that guy's gonna be like running the team that's deciding if I'm going to jail for years and years? Holy fuck. Thank you very
it's
much,
not a
Harry
joke.
Channel, for the $3.
It's not a fucking joke.
They call it a fashion show, not a wearable art show. Yeah, well,
Yeah, but
I hear
I
ya.
know that. I'm just saying, if they did call it wearable art, they wouldn't be fucking lying now, would they?
You know what's funny is that I was like yelling about this to Far and Platty before we went live. Meghan Markle will reportedly attend Met Gala after Megxit. You see that headline down here that it's trending? And I'm like, of course she's going to attend the Met Gala. Because like Harry Channel's talking about here, it's like wearable art show. Well, it's kind of trendy, fashionable, disposable income on retardation show. Which is what the Met Gala is. Like, the stuff that people wear there is, like, not even for sale. It's just to show off. It's like a high-class decadence show, for want of a better description. So, of course, the self-promoting, floozy tart that is Meghan Markle, of course that miserable bitch is going to be there.
Oh boy, we're back to Meghan Markle.
I'm just...
Yeah.
Frosted Glass says, about to drop some justice up in this piece. The Jury Foreman 2020. That's
Yeah. Yeah, I know, right?
and it's
Wait, wasn't there like more images of him down below as well?
I don't know. Let's see. The of all
I
potatoes
swear
says
he
that
showed me more than just that image.
of all potatoes is like that's a joke, right? No, that's Bernard Cody, and I had to read through it. No, that is literally the jury. Look, here's the jury foreman standing up in the drawn picture. He's got the same bow tie and the beard and the
Yeah.
Oh my god.
and
I love the
and
fact
here's
that
old ass
someone
Weinstein
had to
going, I
draw
can't
that."
fucking believe this. Like, you know,
I just love the fact that someone in a court had to hand draw that.
Yeah.
That they were there and they witnessed this and they were like, I have to draw this dude. Holy crap. And it's not even like a desire to do it. It's just the fact that he's there. He's the jury fucking foreman.
next Pablo Tips says, is he trying to sell me a mixtape? No, he's trying to drop you the link for his SoundCloud. It's on fire. So listen,
He's SoundCloud's hottest mumble rapper at the moment.
I really do think the jury or peers system is the way to go. I absolutely do. It's good that you're a kind of random selection of eligible citizens are your jury, your judges, as it were, and that both the prosecution and the defense have a chance to get rid of these people, etc., etc. But you hope that they're going to carry themselves with some amount of dignity, not be this asshole who's clearly just trying to stand the fuck out for, like, dude, really? Like, you know, this guy's at every local bar hanging out going, hey, yo, baby, you know that I sent Harvey Weinstein to jail. That's just what a big deal I am. You know, he's been bragging on this for years. This fucking moron's probably going to write a book.
He's absolutely going to be one of those leeches that just tries to make their living off of, like, the fact that he happened to be the jury foreman on the case.
Yep.
And that's it.
I agree.
That's as far as it goes for him.
Especially with the $3 gas station skiing sunglasses that he's apparently willing to wear out in public. I mean...
Jeez. Yeah, this dude is a clown.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So, let's talk about Steven Spielberg's daughter, shall we?
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say he has a daughter, but you know what? Never mind. Continue.
Yeah. Continue forward. Sally
you know
forth.
what? Midnight in Exile makes a good point.
Tally ho.
Court decorum went out the window with Lance Ito. Yeah, you got a point. Yeah. That was the judge over the O.J. Simpson trial.
I already see what the title is from the trending.
What?
I see.
Oh, yeah.
The trending now.
Well, let's read these one at a time. Steven Spielberg's embarrassed and concerned for porn star daughter.
That is a very...
Oh, Jesus.
Yes. This week brought a Steven Spielberg blockbuster no one saw coming. On Wednesday, the director's daughter, Michaelia, announced to the world that she's embarking on a film career of her own as a porn star.
Oh. Why?
Well, the 23-year-old told The Sun about making solo sex videos that she posted on Pornhub.com and how she is working to get licensed to become an exotic dancer in Nashville. The self-proclaimed, quote, sexual creature said she, quote... Serious? Yes. Sexual creature.
Self-proclaimed sexual creature. This woman is the same fucking age as me.
Yes.
We are both 23. Bitch, don't do that.
Except that your father is not a multi-billionaire over and over again, willing to buy you pretty much whatever you want. So, you know, porn starism.
So what you're telling me is she's a spoiled bitch.
Yeah, his daughter does have some big old titties. You can see the big old titties in the picture.
Probably fake.
Probably.
No, she really isn't all that
Dad,
attractive, but you can...
She's not a gift
for
your 20th birthday. Here's boobs.
She's not all that unpretty, but like...
No,
it's just...
she's not, but like, it's the hair.
Yeah.
It's just the way she's dressed and everything, like...
Why does she have her hair like
suit
that
her.
here, but in this red carpet picture, she's got like very attractively done hair? I don't understand.
Yeah, it's just not...
In any case.
She's a very lovely looking woman, just not in that picture.
So then when we move down here, it says, she got really tired of not being able to capitalize on my body. Okay.
Are you fucking kidding
That's
me?
that's her quote. She's now launched an account on the OnlyFans app, which viewers can pay $15 monthly as a subscription fee to watch her. Despite this, Michaelia said to her parents, Stephen, and his wife of 29 years, actress Kate Capshaw, are, quote, not upset and are even intrigued by her life choices.
They're just disappointed.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're not upset. They're just disappointed.
A Spielberg source told the Post that, as Michaelia said, Stephen and Kate are nothing but supportive of her, as they are with all their children. Yeah, some lawyer said that? Yeah, right. Outwardly, Stephen and Kate, who are the most evolved parents in the world, not involved, evolved parents in the world, and love
fuck off. No.
No.
If they were like such great parents, I highly doubt their daughter would be going, yes, I want to make money off my body.
Yeah, well.
Just saying.
Well, they love their kids beyond all measure and have always been supportive of Michaelia and try and understand her, said the family friend. Obviously, though, they're embarrassed by the sudden public admission of the entry into the sex worker world. And then the remainder of it is just biographical information. But then Hammer jumped the gun a little bit here and brought us on to our next story. Steven Spielberg's porn actress daughter jailed in Nashville. Well, that was fast.
Yikes.
Because that first story was from a week ago that we didn't cover, and now she's always...
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then here's this story that's trending currently. The porn actress daughter of Steven Spielberg was arrested and jailed in Nashville Saturday on a misdemeanor domestic violence court record show.
Oh, shit.
Domestic violence.
Yeah.
Wow.
Michaela, 23, is in the news after she lost a film career of her own, blah, 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 blah. She was admitted to the detention center. She was on $1,000 bail, and she was on a 12-hour hold, and her bail got posted almost immediately. Shocker. By her billionaire father, no doubt. Oh, yeah, that's right. Her significant other is a dart player who's 50 years old.
So what I'm getting is she has daddy issues.
Well, maybe. It's
very possible.
Well, she said, but Michaela told the outlet that making porn has helped her overcome her anxiety and bipolar disorder, issues that have been worsened.
Oh my god, of course she's bipolar.
Issues that had been worsened by being bullied as a child for her weight and her famous last name. At a young age, she was groomed and abused by, quote, predators who are not in her family.
Jesus Christ.
Well, that's what she claimed. She had also struggled with alcoholism, a disease she said came close to killing her. So there's the full, there's the story of what's going on with, it's like, god damn it, man. Like, it seems like a cry for attention, if you know what I mean. Like, it just,
No, it absolutely is.
Absolutely is.
We just chased away Unholy Reaper. He says, enough of this tabloid bull, I'll be back when we get to the guns. But how will you know if you leave? Yeah?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you know we're going to get to guns? How do you know that guns are on the table here?
Well, because I said.
Oh, you did say? Did you really?
Yeah, I did. So I still see the... Bearing here for a second. I do see the bitrate jumping up and down, so chat, let me know if you guys get buffering or anything like that. Any ill effects of any sort. In the meantime, I'm just going to go ahead and close these. Jury Foreman. Yeah, we covered the Jury Foreman thing. All right. I don't know how I'm going to be able to upload all these pictures so you guys can see them at the same time as me. Man, you guys are so demanding.
Yeah, I know, right?
So demanding.
Very demanding.
Come on.
Demanding.
Stop it!
This is what happens when you get both of us on.
That's what I'm saying. You guys hear this? They drink a little bit and everything goes to hell. Vol Potato says, if you want, you can check out this story. It is a story of fair courts. I see divorce is in the URL. I don't know. Something tells me that that's going to be a nightmare story of anything but fairness. Jesus.
I think we're good.
I think we're good. You don't want to be freaked out by the obviously bias of the court system?
No, I'm good.
There's been a little buffering
Here's
throughout
the
the
plan.
stream,
Just
but
don't
only
get
for a few
divorced.
seconds. Not enough to be annoying. Okay, fair enough. Your solution is just not get divorced? Wow, that's a brilliant suggestion. I'm sure many people will try and follow that advice.
It's brilliant advice.
So be Catholic. Is that your solution?
10 out of 10.
Look,
Would get advice from
Polly. I'm a good Christian lesbian, okay?
Hey, let's start off with this. Let's go with the WikiHow, and then we'll do WikiHow. Whatchamacallit, the cursed gun images, and then we'll do another WikiHow.
Cursed guns.
And then we will, yes.
I like it.
And then we'll do last call, because that'll take us about 45 minutes to get through all that stuff, I would imagine. Or less, I don't know. And Platty has to get off to bed before too long, so, you know. We need to be cognizant of our time frame here this evening. So let me just go ahead and share the screen. All of this extra time and delay and all of this stuff, because of the delay. Wait a minute. What's going on? There we go.
Here we go.
How to tell if your teen is using drugs. Realize that you can be busted by your parents. Or, if you have kids, you can learn how to bust them this way. It's co-authored by Tasha Rube. I'm going to take drug advice from somebody named Rube.
I know, right? Rube.
Just scroll down and see what happens.
Are we sure this isn't like a cop going like, yes, this is how you do it?
Well, I did notice that the first little bit is like, talking to your teen, let them know that they're a strong, independent woman and they don't need no drugs, and et cetera, et cetera. And, like, listen to your teen, whether they admit or not, blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's get into the fun stuff. Oh yeah, be a good role model. Yeah, guys, see this? Don't drink any of these things. Duh.
Yeah, those yeah.
Unholy Reaper says, really? Curse gun images? You really want to piss me off, don't you? You might want to leave now, Unholy Reaper, because there's some stuff in there, man, that's just pretty fucking bad. I mean, and most of, I don't even want to get into it. We're gonna just how to detect drugs first. Let's just be a good role model. Drink plenty. That's what my takeaway from this picture is. Noticing physical signs. Smell their clothes and breath.
What?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Wait, you're just gonna sniff your kid's breath?
When they come home, be sure to take note of their smell. You don't need to have a breathalyzer to detect.
Smell of cocaine.
Well, you can see the reddened flaps of their nose, but I'm sure they'll describe that here. Not to mention their pin eyes and the fact that they can't feel their face. You can often smell alcohol, marijuana, or cigarettes long after they have been used, in case they're using cigarettes.
Oh God,
Just because their clothing smells like cigarettes or marijuana doesn't mean they were smoking them. That's what they're going to tell you anyway. They could have been hanging out with friends that were smoking, like that goddamn Polly guy. He smokes cigarettes and drinks liquor all the time. If you smell drugs on your teen, you should consider asking about them. Say something like, have you been drinking?
Have you been doing the weed?
Yes.
Have you been injecting the pop rocks?
Methamphetamines are commonly used among teens. This drug may have a cat urine smell.
Yeah, that is true, actually.
Did your cat not piss all over your sister's bedroom far?
Yes.
Or is that what she told you to cover her meth use?
Oh.
No.
I'm just going off of what WikiHow's telling me.
No, the cat legit did pee everywhere.
Did she bait the cat to pee everywhere to cover her meth use?
No.
How do you
Jesus
know?
Christ.
Well, I'm just saying.
Because after she kept the door closed, it never smelled a cat pee.
Frosted Glass says, sniff their clothes, so that's what Biden's been doing. Yes, he's just, he's really into quality parenting, even when he's parenting other people's children. If he smells some alcohol or drugs, he wants to be able to tell their parents. He's not sniffing teenage girls because he's a weird old man.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Excessive cologne and perfume could be an attempt to mask the smell, smoke, or alcohol. Let's see. Take note of any physical changes on their face. Nosebleeds, scabs around the mouth and nose, and bloodshot eyes can be a sign of drug use. This is especially true if you see more than one of these facial changes. It can be a sign they're currently high, or that they are snorting drugs up their nose.
No, not the nose.
Not the nose.
The Harry Channel says, if they refer to cocaine as nose candy or stripper dust, unironically, your kid might have a problem. I would say if they know multiple names for it. Bolivian marching powder, booger, sugar, the list goes on. Like, if they're...
Girl, sugar. Really? Is that really? Oh, you know what? Never mind. I
Yeah,
can believe it. I can believe it.
I'm just saying, the more they know, it's they might be a shit poster or a possible drug addict. You never know. If you notice continuous facial changes, ask your teen if they need help by saying, quote, "I've noticed you have a lot of nosebleeds lately. Is everything okay? Do you need to see a doctor?"
Wait, does it actually say the nosebleeds?
Yes. I've noticed that
my
you have a
God.
lot of nosebleeds lately.
What if they haven't been having nosebleeds?
Oh.
You still say it?
No.
You still like? Is that like code of like, or something? Like, I've noticed you've had a lot of nosebleeds lately, but I haven't. Do you need some help?
No, I mean, Far, if you sniff too much coke, you might get some nosebleeds.
Yeah, but it's like,
Oh, okay. Nice.
it's just the fact that it's like, this is so broad, and yet it's being like, ah, yes. You get the nosebleeds from the marijuanas, right?
Ex-Bubba Hotep says that my mom showed me how to use car keys as a roach clip. Well, glad you had an open relationship with your mom. That's, that's, yeah, I know that trick, but my mom didn't show me. Hot damn. Yeah, this kid looks drugged out. Notice changes in their appearance. They may not care much about their physical appearance. Showering less, not brushing their hair, wearing dirty clothes. They might have turned to atheism. Be aware of the signs of a neckbeard. They may be looking unkempt. It may be a sign of drug use or of a mental health problem. See? Atheism. This is especially alarming if your teenager hasn't done this in the past. Maybe they've been watching TJ Kirk. Just saying. Did they recently buy a fedora? Are they growing a beard on their neck but nowhere else? Are they turned into a fat slob? Have they been shoving bananas up their butt?
If your child has been doing any of these things, that's a sign they may be a neckbeard.
They buy a katana. Have they been tipping their hat?
They buy a long leather jacket.
Monitor their eating
my God.
habits.
What?
This picture looks like it might be, how to force your child to be a vegan. It's gonna.
Yeah, really? Oh my God.
Come on, I don't want to eat soy. It's obviously not meat. Stop. It's.
No, but that looks like the teenager should be like a little kid.
Yeah, eat
That
your
doesn't-
peas and mashed potatoes,
Yeah.
Sally.
Yeah, like that looks like it should be a little girl, not a teenager. Like,
Let's
what
see.
teenager is still being fed by their parents like that?
I mean, Raymond Lewis isn't wrong. They could be going through an emo phase. Yeah, this is the kind of these suggestions, while not badly intentioned, I guess, are also going to have a lot of parents that are nosy helicopter parents. Like, if your kid goes emo, they just described an emo kid there. Or moody teenager. You know what I mean? It's like messy hair, unkempt appearance. Yeah, maybe they're just a moody kid, man. Like, they're not necessarily mainline in meth. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it could be describing a whole bunch of things, to be honest. Not even emos. Like, again, like your neckbeards are like that. You know?
Well, it's funny. Zombie Teddy says, have they decided to get a political science degree? Your child could be on drugs. You know what's funny about that you say that? It's, go check out the English majors if you want to see the moody emos. They're all, dressed in all black and, I'm going to write the great American novel. It's going to be full of my stories of despair and hardship and how no one understands my pain. Yeah. So, I mean, the poli-sci people are, They're people that like watching political news and think that the science thing gives it credibility. That's the majority of the quick drop poli-sci. Anyway, moving on. Monitor their eating habits. Some drugs cause you to have a loss of appetite. Over time, this could lead to considerable weight loss. On the other, that's right. Want to lose weight, girls? Try meth.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. It's a joke. Don't do that. On the other
I'm
hand,
not.
no, I'm not.
How am I considering adopting children with you? Like,
Did you know deep down I am joking? It's fine. It's
I'm
all
not
fine.
sure. I'm not sure.
look at this. This is so unhelpful. Some drugs cause you to lose your appetite over time. This could lead to considerable weight loss. On the other hand, drugs could also cause you to have an increase in appetite over time. This could lead to considerable weight gain. So if a kid loses weight or gains weight, they're on drugs. They better stay
Yeah.
exactly the fucking same and not look unkempt.
Not gonna be a growing person.
They gotta
Look,
stay
you-
exactly
look,
the same.
You know exactly what happens when your daughter suddenly grows boobs.
She's
doing some
doing drugs.
It's not puberty. It's
It's the drugs.
Eat family meals together and ask your teenager what they've had for lunch at school. Keep in mind that changes in your teen's eating habits may also indicate mental health problems, such as an eating disorder. Don't immediately assume that drugs are to blame for the change.
Oh my god. Don't take your advice from WikiHow.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
the best
never do.
advice you can take from WikiHow is don't listen to us.
Don't.
Thank you, Frank,
Just
for the
don't.
one. Thank you, Frank, for the $1. Drugs are not as bad as emo, not as bad as hipster. Emo only trumps hipster because they reduce the numbers of their own free will. Hope that wasn't too dark. That's pretty dark, man. That,
I'm too tired to understand what the fuck that meant.
Emos tend to not reproduce, so therefore...
Oh, because they off themselves. Got it.
Keep an eye out for more serious side effects, like being blacked out on the lawn, for example.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god, yeah.
Extreme drug use can cause neurological disorders, which can lead to shaking, tremors, even seizures. This is often a sign of using cocaine, amphetamines, and stimulants. Hold on real quick.
Goddamn stimulants.
Harry Channel, thank you very much for the $3. If they get a prescription for phentermine, aka fen, that's legit. Speed from the doctor is 100% safe. Now, I've heard of fen. Is that what it's is? Phentermine. Yeah, how do I get speed from my doctor?
Oh my god.
My doctor is such a
Be
prude.
diagnosed with ADHD.
My doctor won't give me any of the fucking fun drugs, man.
Maybe that's a reason.
That he's a prude?
No,
I
you
hear
keep
all the
calling them
time
fun
about
drugs.
overprescribing of opiates and anti-anxiety drugs and speed and all sorts of fun stuff. God damn it. I get... well, maybe you should practice good sleep hygiene. That's what I get from my doctor. I'm clinically diagnosed as having clinical... well, it's kind of repetitious, but having insomnia. And I'm like, well, can I get some pharmaceutical assistance, doctor? And he's like, no. Have you tried melatonin? Yeah. Does it help? No. Well, make sure you practice good sleep hygiene. Anyway, see you later. I mean, he is just anything habit forming, anything remotely fun. This guy, nothing. Anyway, seizures can occur in drug users even without a history of seizures. So if your child has a seizure, make sure you tell the attending ambulance EMTs that you think their child's on drugs. That's it. Make up stories.
Yeah.
So psychoses. They may experience delusions, hallucinations, disturbing thoughts, and a lack of self-awareness. You mean a YouTube content creator?
Jesus.
I'm sorry. That is a very delusions, hallucinations, disturbing thoughts, and a lack of self-awareness. That's
Yeah, you're not wrong.
how many people does this
Totally.
describe that we watch videos of every day? Not us, of course. It's my videos.
No, not at all.
I'm full of self-awareness and only suffer hallucinations on occasion. But anyway, Seek emergency medical attention for your child in severe situations. Yeah, obviously. Let's observe the home situation. Notice any missing or stolen items. You may...
Oh, immediately you're into theft. Got it.
Right.
Got
Well,
it.
smack costs money, Far. You may begin to see a pattern of missing items from your home. You might also notice money being taken from your wallet or purse without your consent. If your teen is desperate for money to purchase more drugs, they might turn to prostitution. They might start to steal from you and sell their valuables for cash, as well as selling their teenage ass. If you notice money or valuables that are missing from your home, ask your teen if they know where the item went. I added the prostitution stuff in. That's not really there.
I just nailed my knee on my desk. That's why.
You okay?
I'm fine. I'm
All
fine.
right.
You doing all right?
I was just taking off my socks and then it jerked.
Let me guess. Your doctor has prescribed a wealth of painkillers you can take right now.
No.
I just assume everyone's doctor's better than mine in terms of being cool.
Honestly, no. Then my sleep doctor's trying to constantly push me onto some sleep shrink in order to get me to. Well, I mean, I'll say this: my sleep habits do need to be better, but I don't think that's my sole issue. Because if I get 8 hours of sleep, I'm still falling asleep after driving for 10 fucking minutes. It's definitely not just me not getting enough sleep. Anyways.
Frank, thank you for the donation, $1. How many times have you asked your doctor for methaqualone, which is, Quaaludes? Nary the once, because it was made illegal some time ago. Thanks, disco hop heads. Fucking bastards. You guys think that I'm saying that as a joke? I'm legitimately upset over that. That was the most effective sleep aid that was ever on the market. And it got removed because a bunch of 70s fucking hopheads couldn't stop using it recreationally. And now the most effective medicated pharmaceutical sleep aid ever available is considered to be like, oh, the hippie drug. Oh, guys are going to put it in your drink and Bill Cosby you. So it just, fucking hell. What a piss off. Let's see. Firmly Rodline says, if you're a Grateful Dead poster, goes hydrated shirts and get your kid is doing drugs. Oh, right. Yeah, incense and so forth. Where was the one? Harry Channel simply says, your doctor sucks, Polly. Melatonin makes me have terrible, vivid nightmares. Yes, and that is exactly what I told my doctor. Not so much nightmares, I just have disturbingly vivid... It makes for a very unrestful sleep, is the easiest way to say it. They're very long, very vivid dreams that when I wake up, I'm like, well, that wasn't a comforting deep sleep. So yeah, I stopped using melatonin, and I tried increasingly smaller amounts. Maybe I was taking too much. You know what I'm talking about here, right? Yeah. And, yeah. It's...
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so anyway. Oh, Manic's here. Hey, Manic, how's it going? Frosted Glass said, I gets the sleep apnea. At least you don't have to sleep with a mask. Yeah. Yeah. That's fair enough. Morningwood? What? Dog backwards. Just asked about Morningwood.
I have no idea.
Yes, and that's most red-blooded males. Your point being, I guess, everything's fine there. Have you ever had a sleep study on Holy Reaper? Asked Platty, and then Platty responds, I've thought about doing that. My doctor says you should go sleep in a sleep clinic, and I'm like, can I bring my laptop so I can fall asleep to, movies and Trek like I do every night? And they're like, no, because they expect you to follow good sleep hygiene there, and I'm not doing that.
I wanted, what I normally do is I fall asleep with a certain someone in a voice channel in order to kind of give me some form of comfort, and it wasn't consistent for me when I went in, so it was just like I was just trying to sleep on my own for the first time in a year or so, and it was just like, I don't like this. So my sleep was absolutely abysmal. I kept waking up after 30 minutes or so.
That's rough. That would be really disappointing to go to a sleep clinic and have that problem, and then Unholy Reaper said the same thing happened.
Yeah, like I
To
was supposed
him,
to. I
that's
was scheduled to take a like go through the day and kind of like to have them gauge how I was doing.
Yeah.
But no, I didn't get enough sleep that night, so I was like, well, time to go. You failed this, so we can't do the second part. So bye. I was like, oh okay. Now I can't drive myself home. I had to call my mom and my brother to come get me.
Well, the Raymond Lewis mentions you shouldn't have electronic devices on or around you when you're trying to sleep. I mean, that my doctors talked about doing the and I went to a sleep specialist, right? And they talk about sleep hygiene, and that phrasing meaning like the room where you sleep is only for sleeping. You don't have anything else in there that's not associated with a restful sleep. So, you don't eat in there, you don't watch movies in there, that kind of thing. And you don't get into bed to watch movies. Your bed is for sleep. That's what they're meaning. That and a bunch of other things is what they're referencing with good sleep hygiene.
Yeah, that's what my sleep shrink would tell me as well. At least for the bed part, because there's no fucking way any of other that stuff will work because my room is my entire existence.
Well, I tried it because it's like I've got several rooms to choose from, and it's like, okay, I'm going to move everything. I'm going to sleep sanitize. I'm going to sleep sanitize my bedroom and move all the stuff out of there. And I tried it for like a couple of weeks. It was a rough couple of weeks, guys. Rough. Because it was just laying there for like 2-3 hours waiting to fall asleep. Thoughts running away. Like, I mean, I have people ask me, they're like, how do you do a doctoral program? And why are you up all night? And how do you do a doctoral program and sleep? And it's like, and be online and stuff. And it's like, because I don't sleep very much. And when I do sleep, it's like 3 hours at a time. It's not the best thing. But yeah, I went back to what would be the opposite of sleep hygiene? Sleep filthiness?
Sleep filth?
Yes.
Yeah, I went back to sleep filth.
Sleep filth.
Because I mean, Hammer's going to know what I'm talking about if he's still here. I like falling asleep to Star Trek because it's, first of all, you have 738, I believe, episodic episodes to choose from. So, I mean, there's lots to watch is my point. And if you're a Trek fan, you've seen all of them multiple times. And so I don't like falling asleep to something I haven't seen because that keeps my mind active and watching it because, you haven't seen it. So you're following the new story, if you know what I'm saying. So I like falling asleep to movies and YouTube videos, and Zelthor does that. And it's like drifting off. Let me tell you what Platty and I are not like, because we've complained and commiserated together. Hold on. Real quick, the Harry channel. Thank you for the $3. On a serious note, use most prescription drugs for sleep, like Ambien and Lunesta, have a strong correlation with Alzheimer and dementia in later life. Not worth the risk. Damn.
Oh, Jesus. I had no idea.
I've never taken an Ambien in my life. I don't want to be racist. Right? Imagine that. All of a sudden, it's like, you'll know Polly got his Ambien prescription when all of a sudden at like 5 o'clock in the morning, he's sending out all these racist-ass tweets. Like it.
Yeah, Jesus, Polly. Don't ever take an Ambien.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. No, I had no idea about the correlation with Alzheimer's and dementia and really strong prescription drugs for sleep like that. That's crazy. Maybe
I'm already at risk for some of these things, so I'm not gonna burn it.
Maybe my doctor, although I'm angry at him, is doing the right thing. Yeah. But we're not like far, Platty and I, in that we can't fall asleep within literal minutes.
Oh my god, she does it so fast. It's like I was talking to her, and 2 minutes later, it's like, hello? Hello? No? Okay. I guess she's gone.
It's not always.
I was gonna say
like
I was going to say do you know how many times you've blue balled me out of a fucking good night?
What? Wait, what? That doesn't even make sense for you. What the hell's going on?
Literally, she'll fall asleep before I have a chance to tell her good night. And it annoys me sometimes. It's like, damn it, woman. Wake the fuck back up and tell me goodnight.
I mean, I hate people like that, and it's not really. I'm envious of their ability to do that. Therefore, have irrational anger towards them. Right? I see people fall asleep on the bus, on the metro. It drives me nuts. It's like you could sleep sitting up in an airplane seat with the rumbling going on around you, and the drink cart going up and down the aisle, and that fucking baby that won't stop crying. It blows my mind how people can do that. And like some people can just lay down in their bed and they're out like that. I slowly drift off, and when I eventually do fall asleep, I'm gonna sleep for I just don't stay asleep for your, prescribed 6 to 8 hours of proper rest for an adult. I wake up after 2-3 hours and can't get back to sleep. That's my issue. Kung Fu Jose's got a job in construction. You know what? Did actually it wasn't a cure-all, but it was helpful, is going for a minimum 25 to 30 minute walk, fast-paced, really brisk walk, around a couple of hours before I was ready for bed. It would take out enough of the anxiety and desire towards activity. I don't know what else to call it. Energy. It would just burn up some of the energy, and I slept better when I did that. But it's winter. He's cold. I mean, spring's right around the corner. I should get back on that. It would honestly, going for a half hour, 45-minute walk was, and it always had to be. I noticed that if it was like a leisurely paced, and no. It had to be like, all right, I'm on the move, man. Like it.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast.
Unholy Reaper says some of the best sleep I ever got was on a C-17. Damn, you're a sound sleeper. Holy shit. Giant military cargo jet. Just cargo plane, rather. That's nuts. I can't imagine how loud those are, because I'm not imagining that they put a lot of insulation and such in those planes. So the air rushing alongside the whatever you want to call it, the fuselage. Evolved Potato, thank you for the $1. I need at least 30 minutes to fall asleep, even though I get about 7 hours of sleep. It's not good sleep. I need at least 30 minutes for sleep, even though I get about 7 hours of sleep. It's not good sleep. Okay, I see. So you get your 7 hours, but it's very, very light. Like it's not a good sleep. Yeah, I'm imagining that there's a lot of people that are like that. They wake up tired as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so all this talk about sleep, and it's my bedtime, so.
You don't want to stay for the guns?
Too, but I'll have to watch it later. I'll have to watch the Cursed Guns later. Yeah, I know. I have work in the morning. I have to.
Well, we could just pause and do the guns right now if you want to stick around for 5 minutes.
5 minutes? Can we do it in 5 minutes?
Probably. There's only like 7 or 8 images. I got more, but we're going to break them up over time. Over bar.
At least I need you to be hard on my ass for this.
Go to bed.
All right, fine. If it's that important, yeah, you should then.
Yeah, no, like seriously, go to bed. Don't stay up.
I'm gonna go.
All right, Platty, have a good night.
Thanks for having me for the first time. Yeah. So.
No problem. You're welcome back anytime. Always a reserved stool for you.
I will be waiting. I had to remember what I was supposed to call her for a second.
Yeah, go to bed. This is why you need to go to bed.
Don't dox Gertrude again.
She already doxed me. It's only fair.
All right.
Night.
Laters.
See
ya. Frank, thank you for the $1. I was diagnosed with a minor case of sleep apnea. I can't use the machine because it requires you to sleep on your back or your side. Right, the mask. I can't sleep unless I'm on my stomach. I wish I could pass right out. My dad used to, but he also got baked first. I'm a non-user. It's like, baked? Oh, baked! That's funny. Frosted Glass says, have you tried white noise? And if so, try black noise.
What the fuck's black noise?
Okay, well, 5 racist jokes popped in my head, and I'm not saying a single one of them. I actually do that white noise in my room. I have a fan running that I don't really need to be running. It's just loud and creates a white noise. So like cars outside and et cetera, yapping dogs and stuff don't wake me up. That whole thing.
Oh, okay.
What about you, Far? Do you ever do the white noise machine or anything to kind of...
I play YouTube videos.
Kung Fu Joe asks, is your doctor black? Is that why he doesn't want you to have the good drugs? No, my doctor's not black, actually. On Holy Reaper, it was a rhythmic rumbling. Yeah, I still think you're underestimating your ability to get sleep in an incredibly noisy environment, man. That's pretty impressive in my opinion. Harry Channel says, try brown noise. No, who wants to be shitting themselves in their sleep? All right, let's... this all started from... How did we get onto this from observing missing items from your home?
I'm not entirely sure.
Take inventory of your medicine cabinet.
Ah. There we go.
Oh, Gilcato's here. Hey, Gilcato, how's it going? Did something a while back, and oh well, we'll go to what he wants. Frosted Glass raises a good point. Hugging Meatloaf may help, because I believe this includes... Oh, right. You know, have I tried joining a help group like in Fight Club, like Meatloaf and Fight Club? You never seen Fight Club, have you, Far?
Nah.
I identified so much with that character, like so many guys did, the Edward Norton's character in Fight Club. Because, you know, if you've worked an office job, you understand, with cubicles and etc., and the kind of boss that he had, and how soul-draining that kind of environment is, you end up identifying with a lot of the complaints that he had and the mind-numbing grind of day-to-day bullshit that it is. So, you know, if you've had any kind of sleep problems, if you're, like, in college, you end up identifying a lot with what he has to say. The aggression of being a young man and not being able to... Oh, man, that movie strikes so many chords. It's the book, too, of course, but, you know, damn. I really don't want to hug a man with bitch tits, though. Just saying. That's what happens in the movie. That's what they're referencing with Meatloaf. Anyway, take inventory of your medicine cabinet. You may start to notice that some of your prescription or over-the-counter medication is missing. Over-the-counter medications, such as cough syrup, can be abused. This is racist. Prescription medications, such as opioids or stimulants, can also be abused, and they are very addictive. If someone in your home has been prescribed a commonly abused prescription medication, consider hiding that medication or keeping count of the pills in the container. Some commonly abused medications include opioids, sedatives, and stimulants. Well, what else is there to abuse other than those 3 things?
Yeah. What can you abuse that's not that?
Psychedelics? That's the only thing I could think that isn't an opioid, a sedative, or a stimulant that you would want to abuse. And what else is there?
Yeah.
Check in with your teen's school. See if their teachers are rats. If your teen is doing drugs, their grades are likely to suffer. Oh, that's what they're referencing. So yeah, check your grades. If your kid's getting bad grades, clearly he's on drugs.
Clearly.
See this? This is what Far looks like in her home. On a laptop, talking to weirdos on the other side of the planet, hood pulled up, black-pilled as fuck. This is Far. And this is Far's mom, looking over at her going, what happened to my dear Gertrude? She used to be such a sweet girl.
Wow. I'll have you know that's my dad looking at me like that, not my mom.
Oh, shit. Notice your teen's desire for privacy. All teens want respect for their space and privacy. However, if this need becomes extreme, then it also might be a sign of drug use or 4chan. It should be considered alarming if your teen considers their room off limits and refuses you to allow access to their room or personal belongings. Not
Should it
really.
though?
Yeah, exactly. Jordan 250
Right.
says there's 7 drug types, Polly. Oh, okay. I take your word on it, man. I mean, I did psychopharmaceuticals in undergrad and psych, but I guess that's only one. Vol Potato says it's too hot for jumpers. Bar doesn't care. She's just that dark.
I keep the aircon on.
That's terrible. You're destroying the environment so you can wear your hoodie? Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Frank, thank you for the $1. I've never done anything outside of alcohol or the caffeine in iced tea / Coke, but shrooms and LSD actually sound worth trying one time. I had a discussion with Weibo on cocktail hour yesterday, which is still today for me because I haven't slept. Are there any drugs on a short list that you would be okay with people trying one time, because they're really not that bad? Like crack would not be on the list, but like shrooms or whatever. And she said no. Nope. She has no short list of drugs that are permissible for anyone to be doing. Not even once. Yep.
Wild.
Jordan 250, depressant, stimulant, disassociatives, hallucinogens, inhalants, opioids, and cannabis. Well, there you go. And Milkman Dan says DMT is intense. I wouldn't know, but Joe Rogan has certainly fucking convinced me over the amount of times he's brought it up. But seems like an intense guy. Your teen's bedroom is not the only place that may contain clues of drug use. There may also be information on their phone, computer, or in their car. Are they suggesting you search their phone, computer, and car?
I think they are.
Wild.
Yeah. You think your teen is doing drugs? Well, just fucking go through their shit. They won't mind.
Number 5, observe changes in interest. Your teenager may start to listen to more drug-related music. They may wear t-shirts or hang posters on their walls that are related to drugs, or visit a site called 4chan. If you aren't familiar with these images, artists, or websites, do your research. Their new fascination could be a sign of drug use or adherence to the alt-right. Just saying.
What fucking idiot is like, I'm taking drugs, so I'm gonna find posters of drugs and put that up on my wall.
What? Apparently you've never been to a college dorm.
No.
It's all picture. Oh man, I don't even want to get into describing some of the. Yeah.
Degeneracy?
Well, no, the boring repetitiveness. Like, oh, well, you got the poster of Jim Morrison with the phrase "light my fire" on it. You also got the bong over there proudly displayed because you're a rebel who does their own thing. And, you don't follow anyone's rules. Like, it just... a lot of 60s and 70s quote-unquote counterculture imagery somehow still gets bought and put up in dorms in current year. I don't get it. It's just... I just started smoking weed last week here. Let me put up my Pink Floyd, The Far Side, or whatever the fuck it's called, album cover poster. Probably just pissed off a whole lot of people in chat.
The Dark Side of the Moon.
Dark Side of the Moon, that's the one. The Far Side.
It's a good album, but just Jesus Christ.
No, it's a thing. Observe changes in personality. Your teen may become aggressive, angry, moody, or even relaxed if they're using drugs. This may be a side effect.
So they could be anything if they're using drugs.
That's right. Also,
Polly, Zelthal is in chat and he's asking how much longer are we going to be doing this for? Because he wants a link.
We're this one and then guns and we're done.
I can give him a link.
All right.
Yeah. Incoming on Discord, Del. Oh yeah, I forgot I sent you the attraction sign.
Gilcado says if they're high, they won't recognize if you go through their stuff, or if they do, they will think you are just super paranoid and don't want to come off as super paranoid to their parents. And also asks, do drugs create mustaches?
Yes.
I like his little hipster goatee. I don't know what to call that. It's a soul patch chin goatee combo. I don't douchebag beard. How about that? Douchebag beard. Yes, of all potatoes, Elthor has the link. It's fine. This may be a side effect from the drugs or after an effect from withdrawal from 4chan if they are addicted and not able to feed their addiction to bad racist memes. Their personality changes over a period of time, not just one day. That's right. Don't lose your children to the alt-right. Take note of their friends. When that green-haired kid shows up, don't let him in.
No green-haired kids.
That's right. Your team may start hanging out with a new group of friends that like Billie Eilish. If so, make sure to not let them in. Your friends may also be doing drugs while listening to Billie Eilish, and may be supplying the drugs to your teen, as well as those fucking Billie Eilish MP3s. You might notice they're not hanging around with their normal group of friends who know that Billie Eilish is a total hack and obnoxious. It is particularly alarming if your teen shows no interest in good music. In introducing their new friends to you as well. Talk to any of your teen's current or previous friends to see what the fuck the deal is with Billie Eilish and why so many 13-year-old girls are writing bizarre lesbian fanfic about her. Anyway.
Jesus.
You know what I'm talking about, fuck.
I know exactly what you're talking about, and that's the sad thing. That's the saddest thing of all. It's like, I know exactly what you're meaning. It's like, oh, God.
Guys, we went to, what was Wattpad? Was that
yeah, Wattpad. We've got to do it. We've got to do a Noir Bar someday where we just go through Wattpad.
Jesus Christ, why haven't we thought of that? We should. That was so funny.
It really was.
So Wattpad is... Not really, but the shortest way to say it is it's a fanfic website to post, like, what? Your amateur fiction when you're...
Yeah, like, it's not specifically for fan fiction, because you will find a lot of, like, original stuff on there, but in saying that, though, there's quite a bit of, fan fiction on there. Quite a fucking bit. But it's mostly, like... It's mostly stuff like One Direction and Billie Eilish... stuff, like mostly like boy bands, music, and real people. Although there's quite a bit of like cartoon gay shit as well on there.
There is. I was just really surprised at the amount of shipping and /fic stuff that there was there, and how much of it focused on Billie Eilish.
Yeah,
there are a lot of young girls out there that are having bi fantasies about Billie. Like, holy shit. And then a lot of it's like more than that is like it's edgy stuff, like emo boy, emo girl stuff. No one understands my pain, that type of thing. A lot of vamp stuff too, vampire.
Yeah, that's never really gone away.
But not just vampires too specific, to be fair. It's like vampire, witch, supernatural type stuff, ghosts and shit like that, but all based around like edgy teens and their angstyisms. Thank you, Harry Channel, for the $3. If your teen starts talking about a frog named Pepe, he's probably doing drugs. Yes! Yes. And become a racist. Possibly a neo-Nazi.
Possibly.
Watch for your teen.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for him to pop in here.
I'm waiting too.
Watch for your teen to lie to you. Don't parents do that anyway? Parents in chat, like, I mean, I know. Anyway, all kids lie to their parents, but if your teen is on drugs, they will be excessively deceitful in order to prevent you from finding out about their drug use. Go with your gut feeling, especially if you're a paranoid helicopter parent. Read into everything they say and do, like we've suggested in this article. Your natural parental instincts will likely alert you to any lying going on. When you do question whether or not your teen is telling the truth, follow through with uncovering the truth. It is easy to bury your head in the sand because you don't want to know the truth. It's true. Your teen might be gay for Billie Eilish. Don't be ashamed of the truth. Find out.
You must know.
You know what's pissed me off about that about her the most? Two things. Oh, there's Zelthor.
Bienvenue, Power Bottoms.
It's just
Jesus.
Zelthor
Hello.
came into the bar just in time to hear the two things that have pissed me off most recently about Billie Eilish.
Oh, wonderful.
One, she's doing the theme song for the new Bond film. I didn't know that until recently. I listened to it. It's awful. Awful. Like, I mean, there have been some bad Bond themes, but Jesus Christ, you got that artist to do it? And then also, somebody sent me a link to a Billie Eilish live performance, and it was like, here, check this out. You'll find it funny. And I'm like, it's a Billie Eilish live performance. Why did you send me this? What's wrong with you? Excuse me. But I clicked on it to see. I got immediately what they were talking about. She's doing her song Bad Guy. Do you know the song? Hello?
I've heard of it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
She's doing her weird, creepy whisper sing thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. On stage. But it's a concert where she's like, these are not pre-recorded vocals. She's trying to do her weird, soft whisper sing thing into the microphone. All her 13-year-old fans who populate the entirety of the audience are screaming out the lyrics. You can't even hear her. Because she's trying to do her, I'm the bad guy, duh. You know, that soft little whisper shit that she does. And all the kids are like, I'm the bad guy. Like they're doing like the stadium rock scream along with the lyrics type thing. You know what I mean? Or like, you know, hip hop mosh pit screaming along with the lyrics type of thing. Like they're all like high energy and shit. But her music is not like that. So it works live because they want to see this girl that they're extremely gay for perform. But her performance just doesn't fit with a live performance because everyone's trying to scream and drowning her out. It's hilarious.
Nice.
Frosted Glass wants to know why that girl's being questioned by Amy Klobuchar. Nice, Frosted. Nice. It's like, what girl? Oh my God, she does look like Amy Klobuchar. Zelthor, do you have the screen up in front of you so you know what we're talking about?
Yeah, I can
Okay.
see. I can see on Hangouts.
So Amy Klobuchar is somebody who's running for the presidency of the United States, Zelthor.
Yes.
Oh.
I am
Okay.
drunk.
Fine,
So
you didn't know
drunk.
I
I cannot get up.
Thank you on Holy Reaper for the $2. Polly, y'all keep talking about a Discord. Is it public or private? Oops, I saw you ask that on Holy Reaper. Sorry, a bunch of things are popping or slipping by me here. A lot of our stuff goes on over in the Minions Discord, which is, I believe, the link to the Minions Discord is still beneath all the Minions videos.
Do we still use the Minions Discord?
I don't.
Well,
yeah, we.
well, that's
we,
That's why you miss all the
Go through-
spiciest memes, Zelthor.
We go through like a private
They have memes.
browser. Not
Well,
browser.
I mean, there are so many servers that we're talking about on Holy Reaper that are like everywhere. A lot of it goes on in Chaos Eve's server as well, which I believe is open, and I believe it's beneath her, the link to all of her videos, all of her gaming live streams, and as well as her new channel, S&M, that her live streaming channel, and then her regular channel just called Chaos Eve. I believe the link to her server's underneath there. And then, you know the way Discord is, right? Like just endless servers inside of servers and rooms inside of rooms that not everybody has access to. Most of it is just going on through, a lot of the memes that we're sharing are going on through DMs, stuff like that. So, I don't know, hit me up on Discord. I'm on there. I'm just polyed up, like, as you see it written. Let me just... Frosted Glass asks the best question that anyone can ask. Who the hell is Billie Eilish? Yeah. Yeah, no, that is the right answer. Who the hell is Billie? Thank you.
She is
I
every
leash.
lesbian teenage girl's fantasy, apparently.
Gilcado says, bizarre lesbian fanfic. Time for a dramatic reading, methinks. Of you and Far reading out paragraphs back and forth. That's a wonderful idea, Gilcado.
Oh boy.
And then Billie walked in. And she asked
So
me why I was looking extra
Everyone
cute
hated
today.
this.
No, here's the thing though. I find those like intriguing that that's a thing, but I don't find those as funny as all the gay shit that you find.
The
Because
gay...
all the gay fan fiction, like not the lesbian stuff, like the gay stuff, because it is so funny to read. Because there's still like one in their minds, one of them still has to be the woman. So it's just like all they've done is write like a straight love story, except change the genders of one of them. But you could like make everything about the character that they designed to be the weaker one female, and it wouldn't change much.
Yeah.
And it is so funny to fucking read it. Because it's just the inability to realize what exactly they're doing is the funniest shit.
Formerly Rodline says, I'm broken. I just saw Johnny Marr played with Billie Eilish at the Brit Awards. 80s Icon says, why are we talking about William Eyelash? Oh, shit. Yeah, oh, yeah, so the Unholy Reaper, yeah, hit me up on Discord. There's the short version of the story. Excuse me. Both BG and Doug Rampant make a good point. You want to piss off a Billie Eilish fan? Just say how awesome, like tweet at them and talk about how awesome you think Billie is, because she's just like the new Avril Lavigne. They hate that.
Yeah.
They hate it so much. And it's like, well, they're the same promotional artist. Like, they are. It's like, remember Lorde? Yeah, that's going to be Billie Eilish. Like, gone in a hot minute. She is a pre-packaged thing. Like, just go to her Wikipedia. If you're wondering, like, actually, who the fuck is it we're talking about? Just go read her Wikipedia or go watch the video for Bad Guy. She's like, edgy, cute, relatively cute 18-year-old girl. Like, she's attractive. I'm not like, yeah, she is, but they got her done with like green hair, and then she wears all these clothes. It's like, she's a rebel. She doesn't follow anyone's rules, not even her own. I mean, like, oh my god, I want her so bad. She's herself, and she's totally in self-possession, and I don't really know who I am, and she's like got such a strong sense of personality that I feel like I want to eat her out, maybe. Like, you know, I picture a Anision Fappanure. You know? Like, Anision probably thinks she's the coolest fucking thing that ever lived. Probably sitting there listening to Billie Eilish 24 hours a day. With all of his edgy boy bullshit and is creeping on young girls and shit. If all Potato asked the right question, who's Avril Lavigne? Exactly. Who are these people? But if you read Billie Eilish's Wikipedia page, she's the daughter of LA art people. Like, people in music, people in performance. They created their daughter in and around this, and I'm not saying that she doesn't have artistic skill, but she was raised in a like a family with those kind of connections to create this career platform for her, and did. If she wasn't going to be an edgy emo artist, let's say that candy pop was really big right now, she'd be a candy pop artist. Let's say that playing violin was the coolest thing with the kids. She'd be a violin player. Thank you, Harry Channel, for the $3. Far, are you aware that there's dinosaur erotica? Look for Ravaged by the Raptor, or
I am aware.
Or concerned, but also interested.
Or taken by.
Yeah.
Can I finish reading this, poor guy's?
No.
Ravaged by the Raptor or Taken by the T-Rex on Amazon. There. Jesus. Harry Channel just wanted you to know. Yeah, Frank's got a good point. She is too old for Anision. Is anyone else continuing to follow the Anision thing to see just how far this guy goes down? Like, did you know that he retired his face?
Yes. I heard that a while back. Apparently he's doing animations or some weird shit. Which is like, I don't understand how that's going to help you now.
I'm only going to follow it as long as you guys are posting the link in Discord. That's pretty much how it goes.
Yeah. Look at Jesus Christ, Milkman Dan. Wow. Somebody just He was a skater boy. She was a bad guy. I wasn't good enough for her. That's beautiful. I mean, we could cause some Billie Eilish fans' heads to explode by singing a cover of that.
Yep.
That's Cole, man. I don't know. I'm a shit poster, but I don't know if I could do that to them. Like, you know how many broken electronics there would be all over the world?
Oh, yeah. Just throwing their phones.
Yeah.
All of the iPhone screens would crack from how tight they're gripping it.
Jesus.
Of all potatoes says, seriously, I listen to Western classical and J-pop music. I literally have no idea who these people are. Good. And Gilcotto, I mean, yeah, Lord was fun, but I just mean, like, it's just like, Billie Eilish, as somebody pointed out in chat, I forget who that is, but, like, you know, she was on Hot Ones, of course, and, you know, was on every talk
Everyone's
show.
on
And
Hot Ones.
What's that?
You weren't on Hot Ones?
I said
Like, everyone's on Hot Ones.
I said she was on Hot Ones.
I know, but, like, everyone's on Hot Ones. Are you saying that you haven't been on Hot Ones?
No. Just,
well,
my channel's
that sucks for you, then.
My channel's too small. Shut up! I want my small, cozy noir bar. You guys shut up, man. I like it like this. God damn it. It's... What was
yes,
I
Hot
reading?
Moms, Kung Fu Joe.
Okay, so yeah, let's finish off this fucking thing here. Check your teenager's energy level. Yep. Let's check out the...
Is it going to be like, if they're tired all the time, they're on drugs, but if they're too energetic, they're on drugs?
Are we
we
using scouters to check their power level?
No, they just mean their sleep. Some drugs can cause your teenager to become hyperactive and more productive. Other drugs may cause them to be sleepy, lethargic, or unmotivated. If your child's sleeping habits have drastically changed, this could be a sign of drug use. Now let's just check out the community Q&A in case there's anything entertaining in here. What drugs make your eyes sparkle?
What?
Watching too much Twilight? I don't know. Mostly drugs like cocaine. Nothing makes your eyes... I think they mean like your eyes jump around and like dance, I guess.
What,
like
I like sparkly eyes. Sparkly eyes sounds awesome.
I just have this image in my head of like some kid saw some other kid like put like with these contacts in that made the eyes look all sparkly, and they're just like, what drugs made your eyes look all sparkly?
Yeah, see, Gilcotto's got the same thinking you have there, Zelthor. How do you measure their energy level? Do they come with a bunch of LEDs? I'm afraid that some of my friends might have stole my ADHD prescription pills. What should I do? I said it like that so you know what I meant, Far.
Well, I thank you.
Think? What? H? Y'all with your strange H's?
Yeah.
What should you do? You should report it. They don't say to who. And make sure you lock up any medicine you have in a safe container with a padlock or something to become if it becomes a reoccurring problem.
Come on. Yeah, hey, I need to take my ADHD meds. Yeah, let me just open this fucking safe.
Let's see. What does cocaine do to you? Oh, this should be good. It dilates your pupils and often speeds your heart rate. It's a very addictive drug and usually costs a pretty penny. The high isn't hallucinogenic, but it is more of an energy inducer. The high lasts about an hour and the drug is typically ingested by snorting. An hour? Fuck, you're getting the good shit. Been stepped on like a... Anyway. What are the signs of marijuana use? Oh, this should be great. Some physical signs include bloodshot eyes, increased appetite, a lack of coordination, and inability to get off 4chan, repetitive atheism. A person who has used marijuana may also seem very relaxed, talk excessively, or seem unfocused. You may also notice some marijuana paraphernalia, like cigarette wrapping paper, or pipes, or katanas.
Yes,
I don't see the problem here.
You need your katanas for smoking and marijuana.
What's wrong with any of this?
I was busting balls earlier about like neck beards with katanas and fedoras. Where can I have my son tested for drug use? Jesus. The military. And you're not his fucking drill sergeant. So what the fuck are you asking these kind of questions for?
Wait, so go to the military to get tested?
No. I'm just saying, like, no. He didn't say that. I'm just like, it's a weird. Where can I have my son tested for drug use? I don't know. It seems rather invasive to be like, don't ask your son if he's on drugs, or kind of observe, or be like an involved parent. Just like grab him by the fucking arm and take him to a lab somewhere. God damn it. I don't know. It just seems weird. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that is pretty weird.
Where can I have my son tested for drug use? It says you can buy a test online. You can also ask your doctor. My doctor tested my daughter when I asked. Weird. Can you imagine asking your, like, you know, so you got like a family doctor and you say, yo, doc, can you test my daughter? I think she's a meth head or whatever. That'd be weird to kind of like unknowingly have your child, like, without your kid's knowledge, have your kid tested for drugs. That's weird.
No, that is super fucking weird. Because that's like... Yeah, what are you doing? Why is it at this point? Where...
You better not be posting lolly in chat.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Why'd you think I was talking about you then?
I'm the only one that can post things in chat right now, and I only one
No,
that
anybody with a wrench can do it. But you still thought I was talking about you? Video. I think that was a sign of guilt.
No, it's a music video.
That better not be the baby metal you're referring to.
No.
Better not be lolly metal.
Is it the drugs that make your eyes sparkle?
Actually, it might.
Actually, Gilcado makes a reference. It's like a hair sample would be easy to get. Just take them to get a haircut. Yeah, you know, or just take a lock of hair whilst they're sleeping off their latest drug binge. How can I prove to my mom that I don't use drugs without taking a drug test? Maybe there's a lack of communication that's contributing to her suspicion. Tell her that you are not doing drugs and that you're totally gay for Billie Eilish. Ask her if there's a reason she might believe that you are doing drugs. If she has no real reason, tell her to try and figure out why she's so worried and to get her own goddamn life. Huh. Alright.
Well then.
Warnings. You may find that your child is doing drugs despite your capabilities as a parent.
Okay.
How to beat drug
Wait,
addiction.
they actually give warnings on this?
Yeah, there are warnings at the bottom. And it's like, despite your capabilities as a parent, and drug use can be harmful to your teen's health, even life-threatening.
That's weird.
Milkman Dan suggests cutting your son intentionally and testing their blood. I did.
Jesus!
Give me your blood, son.
Can you imagine that? You just walk in your kid's bedroom and open a knife and say, son, I'm going to need a sample. You wouldn't answer my question about the marijuana. I have no choice.
That sounds like a Florida man story if I've ever heard it.
Or
Florida man.
Tip
You're
your
like,
fedora,
Florida man takes blood sample from son after thinking that he was on drugs.
No, you walk up behind your kid with your fedora on and you tip your hat and pull out your katana and say it's nothing personal, kid, and cut him.
Oh my god. It's literally nothing personal, kid.
And half the people in chat are, what the fuck are you two on about? Oh man.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Bad old meme. All right, guns, and then last call.
All right.
So I think you guys did see some of these before, like
Me?
you far, I mean. And I think I did make fun of one of... Oh, yeah, and I sent one of these to Sinatra that he posted during one of his streams. But here we go. Let's do it.
Do it.
My God. Why?
God, you're gonna have to explain what's bad.
Oh, Jesus, did I have to explain? It's a large part of the problem. Okay, this is a cut-down Kalashnikov pattern rifle. It's an AK-47, basically.
Okay.
The barrel's been cut down to, like, what? 3 inches of rifled bore, maybe? Meaning you've... Like, that's a rifle. And when you... For every inch of barrel that you cut down, you lower the velocity of the projectile. Basically. I'm trying to be generalized here. You're taking something that's a rifle cartridge and you've cut down the barrel so much that it might as well be a handgun at that point. But it's still a bulky ass Kalashnikov. Like,
oh jeez.
And look at like the pistol grip that's been put on it. Keep in mind, you can no longer shoulder this thing. The best you can do is hip fire it. Like, meaning, like, hold it down by your hip like you're in a fucking bad action movie, and look, if you look here, see the way that the handguard is shaped? Like, it's shaped to go down like this? That's so your hand doesn't slip out in front of the fucking barrel because the goddamn thing's so short that there's a likely chance of you doing that while it's jumping around because it's a Kalashnikov, meaning the bolt slams to the back of the inside of the receiver every time it fires, so the thing's gonna be fucking jumping around in your hands. What's the point? This is a cursed image. Is the short version of the story.
And I'm drawing it right now.
Formerly Rodline says this looks incredibly stupid. That is the correct assessment. Yes, this is incredibly stupid.
This will help me learn how to draw guns, right?
Why does it have a magazine like that?
Because if it was, I mean, it's a big round 7.62x39 mag. If it was on a full-sized rifle, it wouldn't look nearly as weird. It's just that it's got this big-ass magazine that's attached to this tiny little cut-down monstrosity. And you know what I love the most about this? They put a red dot sight on it with a pick ring. Why? How the fuck are you're so let me see if I get this straight. You're supposed to hold this thing straight out from your face? Like do like a modified Weaver grip kind of thing and try and aim through that little micro dot? Like, come on. Whew.
Yes.
I just love that somebody destroyed a Kalashnikov this way. There's a fun one for you.
What in the fucking name of God?
It's just so ugly. I don't even know what they've...
Is that duct tape?
Where?
Where?
On the barrel.
No.
Like right next to the barrel, like where it's like the two connect, like with the little antenna pointing out.
Oh, where the gas block is? Like here?
Sure. I don't know guns.
Well,
But that looks like duct tape. Like right next to that. On the just I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Unholy Reaper's not wrong. There's nothing weird about that magazine. It's just pretty common standard mag, and because of the it's curved like that because of the how tapered the 7.62x39 case is compared to some other rounds, so it's got like a really deep curvature to the mag to accommodate that. Anyway.
I don't know guns. Ask me about video games and I'll at least pretend like I know what I'm talking about. So.
Oh, it's the intention is for it to be pulled with a sling. I guess, but come on, man. The intention was to go full retard with the cut down gun, I think. Not I mean, seriously. Once you cut a 7.62x39 down that much, or a barrel, rather, that's meant to shoot it, I mean, seriously, what was it going at to begin with a 123 grain bullet? 21 to 2300 feet per second, depending on the loading? What are you gonna have it going at once you do the math of how much that's reduced to? You chronograph it at what? 12 to 1300, 1400 feet per second? What's the point? You might as well be shooting like an MP7 or something. Anyway. I don't know what the hell's going on with this gun. I don't have enough military gun knowledge to know if the gun ever originally looked like this, if it's been Frankensteined into this condition. I am lost, man.
Well, somehow I don't. The hand is that like a handle on that next to the trigger?
It looks like a grip. It looks like a pistol grip from a
Is
Luger.
that supposed to be?
Yeah, it looks. I don't know if I'm right, but that looks very German.
It does look very German, yeah. And it's obviously a bullpup design because the ejection port and the action are behind the trigger group. But still, like I said, I don't know enough about military arms to see what trigger.
Like, it's weird seeing it past where the bullets load.
It is, but I mean that's a standard bullpup design. There's lots of them like that, you know, the Tavor, etc. But this is just. It looks like it came out of World War II, and Rodline says this looks like a bad Photoshop. Yeah, no, but these are all real legitimate guns that, you know, yeah. Oh, yeah! The California safe Kalashnikov? Or California compliant, rather?
No.
What am I looking at?
Isn't that ugly?
That looks like a space gun.
Okay, wait. Now that you put it like that, I don't see a problem anymore.
Yeah, like this looks like something that's like some kind of like set in space game, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what's going on? Unholy Reaper and Atheist Icon, Strumgewehr. So it's a SG-44 photoshopped into a bullpup. Are you? Well, actually, Unholy Reaper says it's a modified MP-44. Okay. Like I said, I'll take all your word on it. I do not even recognize the parts that have gone into that gun. Or that rifle, rather. I mean, okay, so what's happened here is that the stock, standard sporter stock and pistol grip, etc., have been taken off of it, and a sporter style stock has been attached to it. I don't know how to describe what's going on here. It's to remove
really uncomfortable.
It's to remove the vertical pistol grip, because the law in California, the whole point in this rifle here was to produce a California legal Kalashnikov, as I understand it from the description of it. And the idea being is that once the vertical pistol grip is removed, like as was named in the 1994 crime bill, a vertical pistol grip is one of the things that makes an assault rifle an assault weapon. So if we remove that style of grip, it is now no longer that. And notice that it doesn't have a magazine. As I understand it, that it's the bottom magazine well no longer accepts magazines in the bottom. It has an internal blind magazine, so you pull the bolt back, lock it back, and you can load in like 3 or 4 rounds into the blind magazine on the inside. So now, because it no longer has a detachable box magazine, counts as being compliant in California at one point. Wow.
Jesus.
Yeah, so it's going over hill and dale to make this gun California compliant, but as I understand it, that doesn't even matter anymore because they ended up making this illegal anyway. Like in California, the way that bullet buttons used to be...
Wait, so the California legal gun is still illegal?
Well, it is now.
It is now,
wow.
Yeah. They made it... Like AR-15s in certain variants used to be legal in California, and then another restriction was added, and another one, and the laws were rewritten and passed, and so forth. So there used to be a way that you could get away with a detachable box magazine on an AR-15 pattern rifle. Like one of the innovations around that, or solutions to deal with that legal problem, was what was called a bullet button. But then they made bullet buttons illegal. So now, no, the mags are now permanently attached, etc. Like the list just goes on. You just have endless attempts of legislators to prohibit things, and then gun makers trying to get around it, and then more legislation. And the best description I've ever heard, it's like gun laws are like ratchets in California and Massachusetts and New York State. They only ever get tighter, they never get looser.
Yeah. And yet somehow we still have some of the highest gun crime like statistics in the country.
Yeah, well, it's almost like the two are related but not causally connected, you know. It just Unholy Reaper says next time you do
does not
this,
mean causation.
Yes. Unholy Reaper says next time you do this, bring me on. I can educate the Aussies. Ouch. Yeah, we should actually do that. Hit me up. We should actually do that. That'd be fun.
You boomerang.
Okay, here you go. There's a little Kalashnikov for you. So that's the same kind of. That's the same kind of AK-47 turned into a little Well, that does look like a space gun. That looks like a full-on science fiction space gun. Oh, for Christ's sake, they've got a... See this the little flash hider at the front? There's a fucking AR-15A2 flash hider. Like, god damn, this thing is, like, Frankensteined up from hell.
Yeah, no kidding. Like, I don't really know
that
much
looks like
about
a stubber.
guns. That's like...
Jesus fucking Christ, look at this.
What is that?
Is that an ACOG they put on? Hey, it's some kind of little 22. I don't know what kind, because this is a Ruger BX-25 mag that goes in. It's designed for a Ruger 1022 pistol and rifle. So obviously it's a 22 long rifle rimfire, and they've put an arm brace on it. So you can put a.
Bruh, it looks like a stubber. Like, it's funny you said space gun. It looks exactly like something out of Warframe.
Oh god.
That is just this. Wow, just wow. I respect your innovation. I'm gonna call it.
They're ahead of the curve. Give it a couple thousand years and it'll be the norm. It'll be fine.
The audio does keep cutting out. Yeah, you know what I'm noticing here, guys, is that the my bit rate. I really should have gone and restarted my reset my router, because I do see it dipping down. I do see it dipping down into the red repeatedly, and that's what's going on. So yeah, we will finish up here pretty quickly just to get this over with, because I'm sure that's obnoxious for you guys.
Whoopsie.
What?
People are assholes.
come
This is
on.
obviously a Photoshop.
Oh. Come on, what is going on here? That has to be fake.
What am I...
Unholy Reaper says the core of that receiver must be a zip gun. Yeah, fair enough.
Oh my god.
But you got to respect that somebody attached a BX-25 mag to it.
Oh my god.
I just...
Trumpet gun.
Yeah.
That's... You can shoot your doots at people.
If only Quiz was here, he'd have the... I haven't saved the fucking... The MP4 he posted. It was like... Remember that little kid with the... With like the pressurized like air like canister on his back and with connected to a trumpet?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's what this is.
Yeah. I mean, clearly it's a Photoshop, but I like the idea of a blunderbuss revolver, in the sense of just it's stupid, so why not? I mean, what's the mouthpiece for? I just... I guess you could make a tiny little Uber Piccolo trumpet that happens to have the frame of it shaped like a revolver, if you just really want to freak people out. Oh yeah, this is a true cursed gun image. You know,
Oh boy.
guys, don't ever do this. This is a 50
Oh no.
This is a 50 BMG round. Yes, it will fit in the chamber of a fucking shotgun. Don't ever put it in there. This is so cursed. Like, this
I remember you showing me this before. Oh no.
Like, I mean, it's doubtful the bolt will close on it, but that's not the point. Don't fucking do this, guys. This is so wrong. This is like that picture you had, Zelthor, that pissed me off so bad, of the person that cut the piece
Which
of
one?
pie out of the center of the pie.
Oh wait, I have it right here. Hold on. I'll DM it to you.
My point being is that some things are just awful to behold, and this is awful to behold.
Cursed food images.
Mhm.
Because I have a whole folder of it.
Oh, I fucking hate looking at that. I want it off the screen now. Oh yeah, and here's an Ingram Mac 11 inside of a Thomas the Tank Engine lunchbox. As you do.
I love it. It's like... That's the kind of shit like a school shooter would bring.
Oh, school shooters are not clever enough to fucking fabricate this, man. Or get their hands on
Okay.
a Mac 11.
I'm not going to say in a perfect world, because that's obviously not a perfect world scenario, but in a world where school shooters were smarter, that's what would happen.
Hmm.
That was a cursed statement.
That really was. Holy fuck.
In a perfect world.
And here's somebody who's taken a Tech 9 and done this to it.
What even is that?
I don't fucking
The
know.
fuck is that?
They screwed
Is
a
that an
fucking
8-ball?
Yeah, that's an 8-ball that they've screwed onto the fucking bolt handle. The charging handle rather.
So, well, it's got a big grip now, so you can like grab the 8-ball and like, yeah, there you go.
And it's like notice the
I
little
can see the idea.
notice the little faces that
retarded.
are everywhere. It's-
It's the hamburger helper glove.
oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, God. That is so fucking cursed.
And there we are, back to the beginning. Whew! That was a long haul, man. Damn. And I do repeatedly do see the bit rate dipping. Like, yeah, I went all the way down to 700. Now it's up to 1800. Now it's at 1200. It's all over the fucking place. I don't know what's going on with my ISP tonight. As soon as it's late night, early morning, it's like, Far, you know what I'm talking about. All of a sudden your internet starts cutting out because they start doing their updates. It's not that they're just throttling the fuck out of everybody.
Yeah, not at all.
Mm-hmm.
Although I think mine is just legitimately just deteriorating.
You do not hate me on Holy Reaper. It's fine. Yes, sleep well, my friend.
Go in peace, brother.
You know, it's fun cringe. It's like movies that are so good they're bad, or so bad they're good. This is like, you know, this is like watching The Room, but for guns.
Oh, God.
I did not hit her. I did not.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, God. All right, so are we ending?
Yes, we are. I said we were going to do last call after we were done the guns, the cursed gun images. And so quality 1911 after looking at all that nightmarishness. Okay. Whew. I feel better now. Okay. So I want to thank everybody for coming by Noir Bar tonight. I want to especially thank everybody who tipped the bartender. It is greatly and sincerely appreciated in going towards the potato fund that you heard about earlier on in the evening, that is going towards the things that you heard about earlier on in the evening. I'd like to thank Far and Platypus, Fat Platypus, who's no longer here. She's off and sleeping by now. And Zelthor for keeping me company at the bar. You guys are awesome. Much appreciated.
Yay.
Thank you.
Did you guys have any last thoughts or things to pitch?
Evolved Potato's already pitching for me to buy my shit, so, you know.
Yeah, pretty much. Same.
Okay.
I'd like to point out that I am better than Polly. And why are you the lizard person? I want to be the lizard person.
You didn't know that I was a lizard person from the
No.
Hollow Earth? No? I'm not at all, actually. I'm just a bartending time traveling otter. And wow, it is time for me to close the bar, guys. Listen to this. I can't even speak English.
Nah, you're fine.
I really want to thank Evolved Potato for posting everybody's links, and by all means, check out Far's merch shop. Buy her shit.
Buy my shit.
Yeah. And there will be more stuff being put up there in the near future. We will not let her get away with being a emo artist who refuses to release her work to the public. We were going to make her put up more items, and she will be happy to do it.
Yay.
She's got all sorts of great designs, guys. So yeah, anyway, thank you very much to everyone who tipped the bartender again. Very much appreciated. And we will see you guys next time. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good